Hi, my name is Fareed Khan. I'm a storage architect with Hewlett Packard Enterprise, and today I'm joined by...
I'm Izzat Daya, Systems Engineering Manager for Cohesity in the UK.
Welcome. Today's video is about running your file services on Nimble DHCI and how can Cohesity Data Platform help you with that. So this video is about file services, okay? So a lot of customers come to us and say, you know what, I'm running my file services, could be a Windows physical server or a Windows virtual server. So the first thing that comes out is how can I save on the Windows license that's needed to run a file server? What can they do regarding that? Can they run Windows file services in Data Platform? Is that possible?
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, the Cohesity Data Platform, we have the ability to serve out SMB, NFS, and S3. In this case, for traditional Windows file shares, you can absolutely consolidate departmental file shares, home drives, for example, and serve it all off the Cohesity Data Platform.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. So the other question that I always get is the file services need to be highly available, right? You don't want the user logging on and the map drive is not there, or the home drive is missing, or the departmental drive is missing. So how can we achieve HA in Data Platform?
So inherently within the data platform, because it's a scale-out architecture, we have HA built in automatically. So it's running on a number of the HPE nodes, and should, for example, a single node fail, we can actually just continue operating. We don't drop any connections, and we'll also self-heal as well. So, you know, any data that may have been sitting on that node is already distributed across the other nodes, and so we can actually start to rebuild that data and make sure that we can then suffer some more node failures potentially.
So we're saving on the Windows licenses, we're making sure the file service is highly available. Can we integrate these file services to an existing Active Directory so I don't have to worry about creating users and groups in here? Can I integrate them so basically my Active Directory users and groups can have permissions to those file shares sitting on the data platform?
Absolutely. So, you know, that's obviously, that's pretty important, so we can integrate with Active Directory as well as LDAP services as well to ensure that the right people have access to the right files.
Excellent, excellent. So now I can integrate to Active Directory, that's great. So the next question usually is typically around migration, right? So you got your file services running there for God knows how long. You got this new platform sitting here that can run your file services, and you want to migrate from whatever you are running, physical, virtual, to your data platform. Can Cohesity migrate the data as well?
That's a really good question, and it's also one that we do get a lot in the field, and it's a big problem area for a lot of customers. Migration is a complex task. It takes a lot of time.
You gotta make sure the permissions are there, make sure the group permissions are there, user permissions are there,
Exactly. So actually, hopefully you saw the previous videos that we've done around backup and recovery. One of the things that we can actually do is using Data Protect is that we can actually back up the original either NAS or Windows file server or file share. And once we've backed that data up, we've actually got it sitting on the platform already. So what we can then do is we can actually clone that data and then instantaneously present it out to our users.
As a share. As
a share, exactly. So, you know, a lot of customers have done that in the past. They've been protecting their existing, you know, NAS devices or Windows file shares. And then, you know, with a few clicks of the button, they are able to then immediately present it on a scale-out NAS.
Excellent, great. So now let's say we got file services running on data platform, right? Shares are there, AD integrated, great. Now users are obviously using that file services. They're using, maybe they're adding files like Excel, Word, text, whatever they are. And the user might delete a file here and there. How can we give the ability to the end users to have the ability to, they can restore their own file like a Windows previous version and things like that?
Yeah, exactly. So, our snapshots. So we take snapshots natively on the Cohesity platform as well. And these snapshots can integrate with Windows file services. So when a user has that scenario, they delete a file, they want to recover it, they can simply right-click, go to Restore Previous Versions, and actually it's going to be serving up the older copies from the Cohesity snapshots.
So the end user themselves can recover the files from the previous version. Excellent. So here's another scenario. Maybe folks out there don't want to move or migrate from whatever they're running to data platform, but they might be running file services in the environment, and they might have files that might be old, maybe years old, they never touched or you open, or it's just there, they don't even know what files are there or what they use for. File sizes maybe, some files might be really large. can we do something without running file services from data platform? Can we maybe take advantage of data platform to maybe consolidate those files, maybe shrink that file services to be a bit smaller? Maybe archiving?
Yeah,
Can we do that?
absolutely. Yeah. So we do have a few tricks up our sleeve. So file data is very organic. It grows and it grows and it just keeps on growing. And as we're seeing the move to all-flash data centers, if it's not a high-performance requirement, it's a shame really to hold all of that data on all-flash systems. So actually we do have a data archiving capability where we can look inside shares and we can either migrate that data and leave symlinks behind. And when a user goes to access that data, they will double-click the symlink. It might take another second or so, but ultimately it's going to recall that data from the Cohesity data platform. Or users might say, actually, I need to just completely move everything, or some of the older data off the all-flash system, for example. And we can do that as well. So we can actually migrate data, based on a policy, whether it's age, size, last accessed, and we can actually migrate that and hold it in something that's more economically viable.
Excellent. Thank you very much for that. So, folks, we talked about the Hewlett-Packard Enterprise Nimble DHCI platform. You're running your mission-critical applications there. In this case, you're running your file services maybe as a virtual machine or maybe the physical server talking to the Nimble all-flash array. We talked about the data platform, how it can actually run your file services natively here as well. It will save you on your Windows licenses if that's a concern. The data platform is highly available, so your file services will be also highly available as well. It integrates to Active Directory, so your users and groups can basically be permissioned on the data platform as well. Also, it gives you the ability to give the end users the option to recover their own files if they need to. And if you're not ready to migrate to data platform with your file services, you could also use your Cohesity data platform to basically archive files that are sitting in your file servers. They might be, say, old, hasn't been accessed, or maybe the file sizes are too large. So it can actually archive the data and leave a stub, or just move the data around, so that way it will save your all-flash array for your production environment and more mission-critical applications. Isa, thank you very much. This was the last video of the series. Guys, appreciate it. And if you need to know a bit more on Cohesity, please watch the previous videos. Thank you very much.